everyone. I am back. I missed a week there, but I am back and ready to do some drawing. Let me just post on social media. Blah, blah, blah. All the different places to post. And man, it's really raining out. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it is raining a lot here right now. Early Sunday morning, Father's Day, yada yada yada. Okay, I'm almost there. Just a second. Posting. Okay. I think I successfully did it. Believe so. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Here we go. Coffee and getting set up. Okay, and I'll do the usual, merchandising plug at the beginning of this. I don't know if I've plugged these already or not. Anyway, I'm going to plug them again, even if I have, because they're the newest thing in gricklemart.com, and I'm super proud of the way they turned out. I just feel like they look great. This is the official Puzzle Agent patch that I designed. It's an embroidered stitched patch. Nelson Tethers featured prominently on it. Sort of an in-joke if you've played the Puzzle Agent video game series. Published by Telltale Games. I really like the way this looked. I want to do more Puzzle Agent-y type merch. So if people have suggestions of things they'd like to see Puzzle Agent on, let me know. And this is like the sticker, same design but bigger, and it's a big sticker you can put all over the place. And you can get these at gricklemart.com. I got a whole bunch ready to go. There's even like a special package where you can buy the patch and the sticker together for a bit of a discount. Or you can buy them separately, whatever you prefer. Okay, that's it. That's all the shilling for today. Let's get on to drawing. Let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh, as usual, this camera is always in a weird spot. All right, this book, as I've said now for the last bunch of months, is nearly finished. And I got to work my way through it to find where the gaps are. Move this up a little higher. And let's see, where's the first available prompt? Because it's deep within this book now. Yeah, there's a lot of drawings in here, which is good. Did I miss one back here? Nope. All done. Finished. Finished, done, finished. Nope. Finished. Complete. Still complete. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure there's still some spaces left in this book. We're gonna get there. I feel like there's some pretty hard prompts left. I suspect they will be challenging to doodle, but I will do my best. Oh my goodness, we're still going here. There we go. First one I found, and it is... Did I miss any? Sorry, I'm going back just 1 second. I feel like I might have missed. Nope, guess not. Here we go. First one of the day. Celtic design. I don't know a lot in that realm. I can fake my way through this, right? I have been to Ireland. I just can't remember a lot of the Celtic designs I might have seen there. I love Ireland. Ireland's great. Hello, Chachito. Yeah, there's not many left. We're really down to the wire here. This may be Salty Horse, I don't have a great reason other than that I just don't have a lot of knowledge of a Celtic design. Didn't maybe feel inspired in the moment. But today I am going to just grind it out, finish it up. So I don't think today will be the day, but this could be the day that I finish this book. We'll see what happens. And then I don't know what. Look at me. I can't even get my hand to go because I'm so like, what do I do here? Here we go. We're doing it. I don't know why this is the first thing that popped into my mind as a Celtic design, which I don't know that it is. It feels Celtic-y to me. I like 2 paper clips. I don't know. It's amazing what you draw when you don't actually do any research. Nice. Baking some rolls? What kind of rolls? Curious. That sounds delicious, whatever it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm even. This is just some sort of iconic, some icon. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm making this feel old timey and Irishy, maybe? Bread rolls with shredded carrot. Interesting. Sounds almost healthy. And possibly delicious. I don't know. Druids, right? The Irish were into the Druids, right? I don't know what I'm doing here. Historically ignorant. I suppose this could almost be a lot of different European cultures. But we're going with Celtic. Hey, Bill the Cat. Yes, thank you. Happy Father's Day. For those who celebrate it. This almost feels like the beginning of a Monty Python skit for some reason. I don't know. see this okay? Maybe I'll look this up a little higher. Sort of leaning in this drawing. I guess it's the wind making everything lean a little bit. Grass drawn here. Yeah, I guess I avoided this prompt because I really didn't know what to do with it, and it's pretty clear I still didn't. But we got something here. It's a windy hilltop with a weird sculpture. And a druid who looks somewhat uncomfortable to be there. Alright, let's throw some color on this. Actually, sorry, let me just detail up this guy's staff. Okay. Alright, so, you know, Celtic Irish, I'm gonna just go with a lot of green in this one. Because it's obviously the stereotype with Ireland, everything's green, but it's kind of true. I've, again, been to Ireland, and there is a lot of green there, just naturally. Pretty predominant color there, green and stone, and wet and windy, but beautiful. Yeah, it's funny, you know, I guess you're right. A lot of my drawings end up looking like characters posing for photos uncomfortably. Something humorous about that to me, I guess. Yeah, it's like you can hear the anthropologist like, can you move a little closer? I want to get you both in the frame. A bit of color. Nothing too exciting though. I think we're going to go with brownish. Brown. Staff colored up. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, and little bit of color in the cheeks there. This guy. That always adds a lot. I don't know. I love adding that little cheek color, little blush. Well, hello, Slugbert. Okay, let's add some shadows, tone. I mean, tone's already been added, I guess, but shadows. All right, I think that works for me. I think that's a decent Celtic design prompt. All right, we're gonna move on. Actually, sorry, a couple more hits of shadow. Yes, 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 yes. Better. Excuse me. Okay, moving on. What could happen next? Locomotive. Oh my god, I gotta draw a train. Oh boy. Okay. Trains, eh? All right. Okay, I could definitely know why I've avoided this one, because I don't know. I'm gonna draw the one train I can think of. Now the term locomotive does apply to all trains, right? I don't even know. Or is that a specific style of train? Couldn't tell you. Here we go. Good morning, Wyatt H. Knott. Yeah, I don't know. That would be tough with an itchy nose. The design of a train is bizarre. Is it the old school steam engines? Like there's one big wheel, right? Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna wing it. Like I wasn't gonna just wing it anyway. Swarmit at N6, hello. Just dealing with a locomotive prompt. Really drawing some weird wheels on this guy. about this drawing is a bit odd. Exactly, yes, existential. Yeah, that's my default expression, I guess, is that sort of stunned, lost in thought. I love it. I appreciate what is that show with the Muppets? Puppets. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Is that what it's called? Same thing. They recognize, they know, they're into the same thing I guess I am. It's just that finding that uncomfortable spot that we all deal with and just rolling in it. Something very humorous about that to me. And yet deep. Deep and humorous, that's what I like. We're just going to add a little train guy in here as well. Okay. I think that's all we're doing here. I guess I'll add a little color. I don't know how much color I want to add to this. I might be just do tones here. In fact, yeah, it just feels better to be a gray, black and whitish drawing. I think color's just going to get in the way in this one. Loosely colored, just a little bit of tone. There you go. I'm gonna leave that like that. Okay, moving on to the next prompt. What could it possibly be? Oh, wow. Internal clock mechanisms. Well, well. That's just kind of boring and mechanical, which I guess is why I've avoided this prompt. But you know what? Let's liven it up. Let's go with what I do when I don't know what to really draw to make this interesting. I draw Kermit. Oh, good one, Bill the Cat. Good one. This isn't even going to make sense, but I'm just going to make sort of like a grandfather clock here, I guess. And normally I think what Kermit's looking at would be where the pendulum thing would be, but I might just make weird clock mechanics in there. I'm just making this up. It's just gonna be a bunch of weird gears and stuff. Like maybe this somehow is keeping track of time eternally in the universe. I don't know. Kermit's confused. He doesn't know what's going on in there. Yeah, exactly. It's the soul of a grandfather in there for sure. Oh man, keep the puns going. Clocks just invite that, don't they? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It depends what kind of a grandfather you were, maybe? I don't know. Is it a good thing to be trapped in a clock for the rest of eternity? I don't know. Maybe it's a nice way to be remembered. I am not sure. Or is it a punishment? Seems more like a punishment, maybe. It's one of those like simple sketches. I like the way this turned out. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay. Moving on. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know why I avoided this one. Palace. Oh, brother, that means a lot of drawing. Unless I can think of something clever to make this really simple. Which currently I can't. Palace. Where to begin? I'm just gonna have to do it. So we're just doing it. I'm just gonna go with the most obvious, stereotypical, whatever garbage I can think of. This guy looks like he should be in a deck of cards. Oh, that's a good one. A snail with a castle on his back. Well, Wyatt, it's too late. I've already committed, but I love that idea. That's a great suggestion. All I could think of is some king who's welcoming you to his palace because he just wants to show it off. Because that's what kings like to do, right? They like to just show off. Welcome to my palace. Yep. Alright, I guess we gotta draw a palace. I'm just gonna draw the most ridiculous stuff I can think of. Just wing it. I have no sense of what I'm gonna do here, guys. Big fountains, splashing fountains, amazing. Palatial fountains. On both sides of the king. It's true. It's always what I do. I don't know why I make it sound like it's for the first time coming up with making it up, because that's all I do is make it up. That is the fun of drawing, and the stress intertwined. When I think of palace, I think of columns. Is that wrong? Large columns. There's something different about the term palace to castle, right? I mean, you could argue they're one and the same, I suppose, but when you think of palatial, palace, and I'm sure if I actually understood the history of the term, it would be very clear and obvious as to why I feel like there's a difference. But whatever, we're just going with this. Some grand entrance, right? Right? Yeah, it's more glamorous. But why? Why do I associate that term to be more glamorous? Castle, you think of something stony and cold and maybe brutish looking. Palace sounds like something fanciful and big and impressive. Yeah, maybe that's true. No defense features, it's welcoming. Maybe that's the difference, right? Fancy house, yes. Yes, castle sounds defensive and foreboding. Palace sounds welcoming. Palace, yeah. Alright, I think I'm just going to keep this light and airy and move on, but let's add a little bit of tone to this. Add a little bit of color, spice it up. Okay, let's see, I'm going to put the king in a red robe. Yes, it does feel casino-y, doesn't it? But I think, yeah, in this age of sports betting and everything else, I feel like we've come to associate the symbol, the iconic look of a king with a casino. Crazy times we live in. Anyway, there you go. Let's see now. I'm just gonna give this. Let's see. I'm gonna give this king a bit of a red beardish. He sure is proud of that place. All right. I'm just gonna add a bit of a color, a goldy tone to everything. The Brass Kingdom? Maybe it's brass. I don't know. Yeah, just wait till you see the toilets. Alright, I think that actually worked out better than I would have thought. Let's just tighten up a little bit of this coloring on the king. Give him red shoes. Nice deep red shoes. Alright, welcome to the palace. There you go. Wow, okay, that's a tough prompt. Out of my life. Done. Moving on. Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, lots here. Okay, maracas. Maracas. Okay. That's the stuff. Those are the little noisemakers you shake, right? Maracas? Spanish? I think so. Mexican? Spanish? I'm not sure. Maracas. Maybe it's South American? Anybody know? I think it's Spanish, right? But it's the guys you shake, right? I'm just gonna draw that. Maybe I'm wrong. But oh, I just noticed goat. Wow, there are two really good YouTube videos traveling back in the Middle Ages. That's cool. Wooden shakers with beans inside, right? Yeah, the shakers. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. I feel like you always have two of them generally, right? Why do I think that? Maybe because it's pluralized, maracas? Probably. Ah, Caribbean. All right. That could totally make sense, actually. That sound. That sounds like a Caribbean sound. Gosh, this pen is starting to give out. I'm going to have to switch to a different one. Castanets, the clacky ones, yep. Funny, I like everything. There's a whole history and depth of knowledge required to actually accurately portray anything. Love it. I don't know why I'm drawing a dog in here, but I am. Okay, let's see now. Exactly, I was just thinking that, right? The wagging tail would sort of tie him into the maracas thing. Alright, that's a weird drawing, but I guess that will do. Some shadows in there. Okay. Oh, star constellations? Are you kidding me? How am I going to do that? That's the next prompt. Sorry, I'm looking ahead here. I moved on from maracas. Star constellations. Okay, another one that's clearly, it's very obvious why I avoided doing this one. Because, you know, night skies, you gotta have black, and I don't know. It's too hard to do black with pencil crayon. I'm gonna cheat my way out of this. I'm gonna just cheat. Cheating. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not doing Kermit though. I should have. That's a great idea. Since I started this, I was going to say podcast, stream, with, you know, shilling my latest Nelson Tethers patch, why not do the Nelson Tethers constellation? Puzzle Agent Constellation. I don't know if this really reads as a constellation, but we're going to say it does. Yeah, you know, it does say constellations, so I think I gotta take you up on the Kermit one. Yeah, I know. Constantly, it's funny how they a lot of interpretive decisions happening there. That like really that makes a bull. I don't know. Is that really an archer with those just 5 stars? I don't know about that. But hey, it's kind of fun, right? We see what we want to see, I guess. There you go. Kermit constellation. The night sky, full of Puzzle Agent and Kermit. This guy is just astounded at the beauty of it all. It's like, oh my god, do you see Nelson Tethers? I'm glad we're all thinking the same thing. Yeah, exactly. How do 5 stars actually make an archer? That just... whatever, dude. Alright, you know what? No color. Just an ink drawing. This actually works much nicer than I would have thought. This reads like a vast night sky, does it not? I think it does. Wow. Okay, star constellations. Done. Okay. Let's move on. Oh wow, we still have a bunch here. Oh my lord. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one more prompt at this point. I'm gonna cut it off a little slightly early, or maybe I'll hit an hour. Oh yeah, look at that. We still have a bunch of prompts yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, there's plenty to go yet. Okay. Wow. Okay. A nightmare. A nightmare. Oh my gosh, I get to end on something scary? What could I do? Boy, I feel like this is just such a wide open prompt. A fun one, but also daunting, because what are you gonna draw for a nightmare? You can draw anything. All right, we're just gonna go with Kermit once again. Wow, 7 months already? That's wild. I really do lose track of time doing this. That's cool though, that feels pretty good, right? That's substantial. Glad you've been here, Swarmidid Insects. You've added a lot to this experience, so thank you for that. Made Twitch a very welcoming place for many, I think. And it is appreciated. Now the thing I love about drawing horror stuff in my style, which is, kind of silly, goofy, is trying to see if I can still achieve a legit scariness to it. That to me is the goal. Swarmidid insects, you are amazing. Very cool. Sort of trying to imagine like a Muppets version of like a Japanese horror film. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. I'm referencing Swarmidid insects in his generosity, not my drawing. I don't know if this drawing is turning out very cool, but whatever. We're going for it. Alright, let's keep this really simple here, I guess. Try to see if we can amp this up a bit with some clever shading and toning colors. Bit of a David Lynchy feel to this too, I think. Yeah, right? That's first, and you know, I freely admit I haven't drawn Miss Piggy enough to really have her down to a nice shorthand, but I felt like a pig-like female creature at the end of the bed might work. And I think it is. Okay, now I think a lot of the heavy lifting here for mood and tone is going to be the shading. Let's just add a lot of heavy tone here and see if that helps out. suspect it will. Hopefully it doesn't muddy it up too much. I actually don't know if I'm going to add much more. I like the way this is feeling about right to me. I think I'm going to leave it right there. All right, I feel like that's a pretty strong one to end on today. Feel good about that one. Yeah, exactly. It's got a bit of a tunnel vision-y feel, which I like, which seems appropriate for a nightmare. Okay, that's it. I'm going to be done today because this is exactly almost an hour. So, wow. Okay, thanks everybody. Another fun session, and we are getting very close to finishing this book. And I'll have to figure out a new tactic. Maybe another prompt book. Who knows? We'll figure it out together. All right. Thanks, everyone. I will see everybody later.